What's up guys, Tech Flash here, and today we are going to compare the Asus ROG Phone 3 with the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Now both these devices are surely beast, and when it comes to optimization, I think Samsung is surely the winner. But when it comes to hardware and sheer performance, I think the ROG Phone 3 takes the lead. Now I want to include here that the version I have with me for the Note 20 Ultra is the Exynos variant, so it is going to be quite interesting to see how the Snapdragon 865 Plus performs in comparison to the Exynos 990. Also, another interesting thing that I want to include here is the fact that Note 20 Ultra, the variant I have, has 8 GB of RAM, while on the ROG Phone 3 side I have 12 GB of RAM. So the first test that I want to do is surely going to be the boot up test, and I'm going to turn both these devices on, and you can see that fairly similar times were taken to display the first animation, but we have to see which one turns on first. And I think ROG Phone 2 is the faster one, because you can see that Samsung is still loading up. And I want to include here that Note 20 Ultra was the winner when we compared it to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So that means that ROG Phone 3 is actually the fastest device that we have shown on this channel before. Now both these devices have turned on, both these devices have beautiful looking displays, but I surely believe that Note 20 Ultra has a better looking display. So the next test that I want to do is going to be the biometric test. Both these devices have in-display fingerprint scanners. We have optical fingerprint scanner when it comes to ROG Phone 3, and we have an ultrasonic one when it comes to Note 20 Ultra. And both these devices were fairly quick doing it again, and both these devices were again very quick. And I think both these devices are quite similar, so I would give this a tie. However, the fingerprint scanner on the Note 20 Ultra is a bit secure one, because this uses ultrasonic technology, while on this one there is an optical scanner, which is basically a camera inside the display. Okay, so now I think there is a time to do the speed test. Now I have turned on the X mode, which is the high performance mode for the ROG Phone 3, and the first thing that we are going to open is going to be the dialer, and these were quite similar. The next application that we are going to open is going to be the messaging application, and I believe the Samsung was a bit faster, but again the jury is out for this one. The next thing that I want to open is the browser. Now the default browser on the ROG Phone 3 is Google Chrome, while we have the browser for the Samsung here. Now to make the comparison similar, I am also going to compare Google Chrome with this, and I believe both of these were quite fast. So now I'm going to open facebook.com, which is a basic website, to see which one opens faster, and we can clearly see that ROG Phone 3 was a bit faster. Then we are going to open YouTube, and in this case also I feel that ROG Phone 3 was a bit faster. Now to move towards applications, that will take a bit more toll on the CPU. Okay, so let's try Temple Run, and both of these are loading quite fast, and I think ROG is a bit faster. There is a small difference, and I think ROG Phone was a bit faster, but to be very honest, this could be just my fingers slowing it down. The next game that we are going to open is going to be Angry Birds 2, and in this case I think ROG Phone 2 will be again the faster one. However, the results are quite similar. Okay, this one is already logged in. By the way, both of these devices are connected to the same internet, and we have seen that ROG Phone 3 was also opening the applications faster, a bit faster when it comes to the internet applications. So I'm not going to turn these off. We are going to use them when comparing the RAM scenario. But the next game that we are going to open is going to be PUBG. Okay, so the next game that we are going to open is going to be PUBG Mobile, because this is one of the most popular games, and also Tencent Games has collaborated with Asus to make this cell phone device. And I think the difference is quite noticeable, because this is already loading up while this one is still on the loading screen. However, both these devices are quite similar when it comes to like the speed of it, but I believe that Note 20 Ultra was a bit slower. Also, when it comes to the actual settings, if we go into the settings, we can see that in the graphics menu, this device is supporting HDR at extreme graphics, while on the Note 20 Ultra, the extreme graphic option is not available. Now, I don't know whether this is because the game developers have allowed the exclusive content or whether Note 20 Ultra does not support it. Let's try the camera application. And Note 20 Ultra was actually faster, but to make it a real comparison, I'm going to turn both the front cameras on, and this time around both these devices have loaded up quite fast. Okay, so the next application that we are going to open is going to be Netflix, and this time around Note 20 Ultra was a bit faster. However, overall I can clearly see that ROG Phone 2 is performing better when it comes to different applications. Play Store, I think ROG Phone 2 was a bit faster. However, both these devices are quite similar. Also, I want to include here that Note 20 Ultra comes with a 120Hz refresh rate, while on the ROG Phone 3 you get a better refresh rate, and this time around you have a 144Hz refresh rate. However, on Note 20 Ultra, the display resolution can go up to 1440p, but it is limited to 1080p when it comes to ROG Phone 3. Settings, I think Note 20 Ultra was a bit faster. Clock, both of these are providing quite similar results, and to be very honest, due to the high refresh rate, it is very difficult to see which one is performing better. Now I'm going to open Google Drive, and I believe that Note 20 Ultra was a bit faster in loading the whole thing, while both these applications opened with a similar time. And the next application that we are going to try is going to be the Duo application from Google, and both these are taking some time, but ROG Phone 3 was a bit faster. Let's try Subway Surfer, and ROG Phone 3 was supposedly faster, but somehow it became slower and Note 20 Ultra took the lead. So Subway Surfer fans, I believe for you Note 20 Ultra is going to be a better option. Okay, so next up, let's try Instagram, and I believe that both these devices loaded up Instagram quite fast. So now I'm just going to scroll, and in the scrolling I can clearly see a difference. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but this 140Hz display is actually quite faster than the 120Hz that is available on the Note 20, and I don't know how this small difference can be so huge of a difference when you are scrolling. Also, now the final thing that I want to try is basically editing out a video that is actually from my own channel to see which device edits out faster. So now we are going to edit it out. It was a 1080p clip and we are going to export it into 480p. Okay, so ROG Phone 3 is completed, and now the Note 20 Ultra is also completed. Now, as far as my final results are concerned, I can say that ROG Phone 3 is definitely much more powerful when it comes to doing everything. However, the difference between these two devices on paper looks quite much, but in actual reality, both these devices performed quite similar, because on this one we have Exynos chipset, which has supposedly been said that it is a very bad chipset when compared with Snapdragon 865 Plus. Also, it has 8GB of RAM, while on the ROG Phone 3 we had 12GB of RAM, but the results were quite similar. But as far as the final opinions are concerned, I believe that opinions are coming from your side. So I want to know what are your thoughts regarding both these devices, and if you have the budget to buy these devices, which device would you go for? Do let me know in the comment section down below, and I will upload more videos. I'm preparing to compare Note 20 Ultra with another Snapdragon 865 device, which is Oppo Find X2, which was basically one of the best devices launched in 2020. So if you want to see that comparison, hit a like and let me know, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.